there's a lot of excitement out there. I know that Scottish fans are absolutely chomping at the bit, and Scottish fans, rest assured, I am fully behind you. I am rooting for Scotland. I'm hoping that Scotland are going to succeed today. Genuinely, I am looking forward to this game. Obviously, both of these teams are going to be playing England, so it's going to be very interesting from an English point of view to see both teams on display. But just from like a supporting the home nation's point of view, like I just genuinely really want Scotland to win. I hope you absolutely smash the Czech Republic. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a good Scottish performance. You've definitely got some players. I'm not sure that you're favourites to win this game because it's a very good Czech Republic team. But Scotland on their day are going to be a problem for anyone. So we all need to see what version of Scotland turn up today. Hopefully it is an elite Scotland. Hopefully it's a hungry Scotland. Hopefully it's a Scotland that's going to take no prisoners. And to be honest, that is the Scotland that I expect to see. So, yeah, very excited for this one. I know there's a lot of excitement out there as well. I was watching some old videos of Scotland through the years and kind of some of the heartache that Scotland has gone through since '98. Some of the failed qualification campaigns and close calls. And it's been kind of interesting, actually, because Scotland, for me, has always kind of... It's always been there, of course, but always kind of played in the background. So, you know, you'd have a little look at the results, but I wouldn't really give it a great deal of thought if I'm being truthful. So to take a moment to have a look back at that kind of journey that Scotland has been on was quite interesting. And it really did kind of touch me. Like, you could see what it meant to the Scottish fans, unsurprisingly. When Scotland qualified, of course, they had to go through the playoffs as well. This has not been an easy ride for Scotland. Scotland not only had to go through the league and try and qualify that way, but they had to then go through playoffs where they beat Israel and Serbia, I believe, from penalty shootout. So, yeah, this is going to be a big moment. I've been watching BBC in the build-up to this whilst I've been setting the stream up. Hampden Park is rocking. Like, you guys, Scotland should be so proud of what they're doing because, and how much support they're showing, because the noise in Hampden Park, they were talking to the managers and you could not, he was like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Like, Hampden Park is bouncing right now. And as an Englishman that witnessed what I thought was a relatively quiet Wembley, maximum respect. Maximum respect to Scotland. You are showing up and representing, and you might be. That could be a difference maker. Make no mistake about it. A bounce in Hampden Park could really make the difference here today. So this is going to be in Scotland. That could give, should give, will give Scotland a slight advantage. Czech Republic have got some players, though. Make no mistake about it. Czech Republic have got some very good players. They're a decent side. But no, honestly, I'm firmly behind Scotland here today. There is some big news, and that is that Tierney is not able to play. So he is not in the starting lineup. That is a big shame and a big loss for Scotland. He is one of their best players, and that is going to be a loss that will be felt. But, I think his replacement you've brought in is Liam Cooper. And Cooper plays for Leeds, so week in, week out, he plays in the Premier League. So that's not a bad replacement at all. And, of course, you've got Scott McTominay back there, and you've got Robertson as well. So, your defence does not look too bad at all. And then you've got, McGinn in midfield. Let's have a quick look at your team. So, yeah, you've got McTominay, you've got McGinn, you've got Robertson. I would expect McTominay, Robertson, obviously, to drop back, and for that to be a back five at times. Hendry, Cooper, Hanley. So I must admit, there's a few players in there that I'm not overly familiar with, but you've got some Premier League talent in there as well. And that looks like a team that can cause a few problems, let me tell you. So Marshall, the goalkeeper, I believe plays for Derby. Cooper, as we said, playing for Leeds. Robertson at Liverpool. McTominay at Man United. McGinn at Aston Villa. So you've got some ballers, man. Diego said, I wanted to see Tierney play. Yeah, to be honest, I've not seen why he's not playing. I don't know if it's down to injury or if it's just a case that like they just want to rest him a little bit. But it's got to be injury. I mean, there's no other reason why he would not be in this squad. I don't think they're going to use him as an impact sub or anything like this. So I believe it is down to some sort of injury. In fact, there's no point speculating. I might as well just have a quick look, see what exactly is wrong. McTierney, Scotland, see what's being reported. Misses out on starting lineup. He is a surprise omission. The Arsenal left-back is not quite fit enough. He could be in line to face England. He picked up a niggle during training, so really disappointing. It's one of those things. So, you know, you're just going to have to try and do this without him, which is going to be a bit of an ask, but hey, it is what it is, yeah? It is what it is. Hampden Park is rocking. Like, every Scottish player that puts on that Scotland shirt today is going to be up for this. You could get Mrs. Jones from down the road, yeah? Smack her in the centre of defence and she's going to give her absolute all. So, yeah, what will be Scotland. What will be, but we're right here with you. McGinn is my pick to play as well as Robertson. Well, that is the confirmed team on screen. So, obviously, we are just 10 minutes away from kickoff. And that is the confirmed team. So, that is the Scotland team. We might as well just flip over and take a look at the Czech Republic side as well. As we said, they've got really good players. Darida is someone that is going to be linking the play. He is like a free roaming number 10. So Darida is someone to keep an eye out for. Of course, Souček, as we all know from West Ham, he is a big problem. Makes fantastic runs. Very good at like getting stuck in. And mopping up like with defensive duties, but can really drive forward as well. Very much like McTominay, actually, for Scotland. And Kufal as well in their defence. There's a few familiar names in that Czech Republic team. They're not the strongest that I've seen, to be honest. They're definitely there for the taking. England actually had Czech Republic in our qualifying group. They were a tricky little side. I think they even beat us once, to be perfectly truthful. But they are also a side that you can really get at. England, when we first played Czech Republic, which was right back at the start of qualifying, beat them 5-0. So you can get at the Czech Republic. The only problem is when we played the rematch, they beat us 2-1. They kind of managed to nullify us a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be a tight game. I'm not expecting Scotland to get like blown away or destroyed. But it's all going to be what can Scotland bring, really. Scotland are ranked 44th in the world. So if you want to know kind of how tight this is, if you want to know, Czech Republic are the better team. But it's close and it's tight because Scotland are ranked 44th in the world and Czech Republic are ranked 40th. There is not a great deal between these two teams. So, yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting game and one that I'm so looking forward to. When we started this stream, I said this is one of the most exciting matchups at this tournament, and it really is because Scotland have not been in a competition for 23 years. And Hampden is bouncing, and, this is them kickstarting their campaign against the team that they could beat. So they are there for the taking. Make no mistake about that. Scotland could absolutely get a win today. So it's going to be juicy, man. It's going to be juicy. The support is going to be insane, and it is insane. AG Games, shout out to you, my friend. Hope you are well. Yeah, get in your predictions. Scott says, do us proud, lads. Come on, Scotland. Days, imagine being called Harley. Am I right? We're so cool, aren't we? Totally. Corey's cheering on the Czech Republic. That's fine. You're allowed to do that, Corey. You're allowed to do that. That's cool. I don't remember them doing that at Wembley. We've got a giant Scotland shirt, and we've got a giant Czech Republic shirt currently, like, rotating around on the pitch at Hampden. Like, doing, it's like it's in a tumble dryer or something. Like, they're both just going around, being spun around by people. Look, they are bouncing, man. These people are out for a good time. Hopefully you're here for a long time, but if not, you're definitely here for a good time. There's a guy with a crutch. He's got his crutch in the air. Oh, it's good, man. Good vibes. Bonkers said, I'm going McGinn 1-0. Capsman says 2-2. Days, what's your score? Up the Scots. I'm going to go... No, I mean, again, my gut feeling is it's going to be close. It's at Hampden. You guys have worked miracles at Hampden. You've had some great results in recent years. So I think that this is going to be... I'm gonna think this. Let's go Scotland, man. Let's go Scotland. 2-1 to the Scots. So yeah, look at that kid. He's got the scarf around his, the flag around his shoulders. Look up, love. Look up. Yeah, they're saying there's only 12,000, but the noise is deafening inside Hampden. And honestly, it was great, like, struggling to hear the managers talk before kickoff. Huge draw, says Last X. AG Games has got it Scotland 1, Czech Republic 1. Good luck, Scotland, says Miss Clown. Corey said, I'm rooting for Czech Republic because that's my team in the sweeps. Corey, I got you. Yeah. That guy had a Scotland flag and it had groundskeeper Willie on England yesterday, we had an English flag with the Queen on. Scotland have got a Scotland flag with groundskeeper Willie on. Here come Scotland walking out. Massive cheer for them. It's going to be good, man. Huge reaction. Such a shame that we are being robbed of what would undoubtedly be one of the best atmospheres in all of wrestling. There's been all of football. There's been so many got wrestling on the brain. There's been so many people that I've since spoken to saying about what's the best atmosphere that have answered, yeah, Hampden Park. There's loads of people that say that this is like a cauldron. It's an absolute cauldron, and if that was rammed to the rafters full of Scots, it would just be the best, man. It would just be absolutely insane. So, Scotland versus Czech Republic. The whole nation is going to be finding a way to watch. It's such a shame that it's like 2 o'clock on a Monday. But I'm not sure that's going to stop people. I'd imagine this game is on absolutely everywhere in Scotland right now. Absolutely everywhere. Miss Clown 1 said, imagine the noise with an England crowd and a Scotland crowd. I honestly wish that Wembley was full on Friday. I really, really do. I wish Wembley was... I wish this was full. I wish Wembley was full. Because that... I think some of the matches have been really good. We've seen some great goals. Obviously, the Netherlands match last night was great. I think the tournament has, been a success. And we're only a few days in, but the thing that's missing is the bouncing stadiums, the fans, the atmosphere, all of that. So it could all get turned up, It's just that's the disappointing thing. Come on, Scotland, 2-1, says James Chadwick. Days, did you know the Copa America started and my team, Ecuador, lost 1-0 to Colombia? We beat them 6-1 in the World Cup qualifying, so they have gotten worse. It is such a shame. I'm sorry to hear that, but I did hear that the Copa America had started, yes. But obviously I'm not really able to kind of follow it that closely. What with covering the Euros at the moment. But that's a shame, bud. All right, here's Scotland. I actually don't know the Scottish national anthem, you know. I never hear it that much. You can hear the bagpipes playing in the background. I can certainly hear the national anthem, I can tell you that. Being shouted out by 16-odd thousand. I think I do recognise it, actually. I think I recognise it from the rugby. Like the Five Nations. So, they are making some noise. Scotland are turning up, man. Oh, it's good. It's really good. It's really good. Retribution said my prediction is 1-1. Diego says my prediction is 2-0 to Scotland. Reese says flower of Scotland. Slender Art says love from Scotland. Love to Scotland. Come on, Scotland 2-1. Richard said the Scotland crowd will drown out the England crowd on Friday. Well, the only thing I can hope is that England fans watched and like the lack of an atmosphere. I mean, I think it was all right at times. Certainly at the full-time whistle, it was good. Just before, it was good. I think when England were, having that good spell at the start of the game, it was all right. But the rest of it was a bit of a lull. But I think they will react to the Scotland fans. If Scotland fans turn up, England fans will turn up. But I just don't think that there was much coming from the Croatian fans. So I think it just meant the atmosphere sort of drifted. So that is just going to be bouncing, isn't it? England, Scotland. But worry about that in the future. Scotland have to win. I've got money on them, says Connor Spain. Diego said, during the 1986 Commonwealth Games, I saw HRH the Queen and her late husband, Duke of Edinburgh, up close. Very cool. Very cool. I'm sure she was meeting with Joe Biden, wasn't she, the other day, which is cool. I think she's met some 13 American presidents now, which is amazing. Right, here we go, Scotland. Are you ready? Scotland, are you ready? About to get underway with this one. Scotland, Czech Republic. Is that all the Scotland players on the edge of the pitch? I've not... What's this for? Ah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So Scotland on Friday will take the knee with England, but here today they've all stood in a line on the edge of the pitch, united against racism. That's interesting. That is. I didn't know that they did that. I thought that was a show of strength from Scotland. Personally, I didn't realise that it was an anti-racism thing. I thought that was a really clever tactic. I was like, wow, yeah. Could you imagine, you're at the tournament and you're about to play and you look over and there's all your teammates, a wall of Scots. I thought it was a show of strength. I thought it was a little hacker thing, a little tradition thing, something they've brought in to show their unity, the team unity. It's good. I liked it. They should definitely keep it. Right, ball is We are underway, by the way, and the ball is pumped forward. And we're going over onto the wing. Robertson playing it forward. Look at this. Good work by Scotland. Whipping the ball in. No one in the middle to get on the end. The ball wasn't the greatest, in all fairness. But Scotland definitely looking quite bright here. Czech Republic having to weather a little bit of a storm. Struggling to get a hold of the ball in the first couple of minutes. Scotland have got the ball on the halfway line. Trying to run down that channel. Christie ends up running the ball out. Chalmers, shout out to you, my friend. I was on the wrong channel. Well, you've not missed anything. We are up and running. I'm so hot. I'm literally stuck to my fan. Okay. I'm quite lucky down here in the basement. It's a bit cooler down here, but apparently it's meant to be like 30 odd today around here, but I don't think it has been. But in all fairness, I haven't been outside all that much. William, hello, my friend. Hope you are well. Says, welcome to you all. I'm just lurking in the background. William, shout out to you, buddy. Hope you are having a good day. I think your day's probably just started, hasn't it? You probably only just got up. It is hot, says James Chadwick. Oh, can I just say I'm chilling down here. It is so lovely and cool. Can also say that I really like these Scotland shirts. I think we were looking at some of the football shirts yesterday in the Euros. Ah, it's a shame. O'Donnell just accidentally knocking the ball out of play. But yeah, I like these Scotland shirts. They look cool. Right, Czech Republic finally being able to get a little bit of possession here. And they just give it away. Boots it down the field and it actually goes out. I've got Robertson on my team. I hope Scotland get a clean sheet. Drew McIntyre will be proud. Hasib said, I'm at work. I hope you're doing well. I'm good, thank you. Managed to get a little bit of sleep last night, so I'm feeling relatively recharged. Certainly feel a lot better than I did during NXT. There was times during that NXT stream I was really feeling it, let me tell you. But no, feeling a bit recharged today. So yeah, I'm pumped for this. It's always good when you've got something exciting to look forward to, and what's more exciting than watching Scotland in their first tournament for 23 years. Going down the left-hand side, and it's going to be a throw into Scotland. No, it's a throw into the Czech Republic, and I tell you what, fiery there. Fiery from Robertson. He's in a kill or be killed mentality, I think. Czech Republic are going to know they've been in a game, I tell you. Scotland are right up for this. Right, ball played forward by Scotland, going into the Czech Republic half. Having to clear, it's going to be a Scotland throw. The atmosphere when the anthem was sung was the best atmosphere I've ever seen. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You can hear them chanting. Right, ball has been thrown into the penalty area. Oh, he's got onto it! Oh. A little opportunity there. We're in the Czech Republic penalty area. It's gone out for a corner. And I tell you what, was that McGinn on the end there? The way the ball just bounced there. Mistakes by the Czech Republic. Good tackle, though. Yeah, this is very positive stuff. The only thing I'm going to say to Scotland is don't do what England did yesterday. You are all over the Czech Republic. Make sure you capitalise. Make this count. Ball whipped in. Whipped in. Into the penalty area. Bounces out to the edge. Headed away. Desperate trying to get there. Scotland have got the ball over on the left-hand side. Running down the wing. Trying to... it just plays out. So... bit of a dead end on that one, but such a promising start. Such a promising start from Scotland. McGinn, I think, will be very disappointed that he couldn't do more with that opportunity. I mean, to have the ball in the penalty area with just like the goalkeeper in front of you, defender by the side, you really have got to be hitting the target. In fairness, he gets his shot off, but the defender just slides in and manages to block it. And the ball ends up going out, but a half opportunity, a quarter of an opportunity. And you might not get many opportunities during the 90 minutes. But you've absolutely got them rattled right now. Wonderful passing. Wonderful passing. Right. Let's go Scotland, says Team CB. Harley said, Days, can you believe there's a few people complaining about Roman Rey Mysterio, saying it's a mismatch, and one person saying it's going to be the worst WWE pay-per-view ever? I don't think they've been watching wrestling very long if they think that's going to be the worst pay-per-view main event ever. Right, throw down the line. Ball played forward by Czech Republic, but Scotland get a hold of it. Bounces off the Czech player, goes out. It's going to be a goal kick for Scotland. Where's my... I have no idea. I had a little smoothie. I was drinking. I was enjoying a bit of smoothie last night. I don't know where that's gone. Where's that gone? Oh, I'm smoothie-less. Guys, I've got proper first world problems here. I had a smoothie last night and it's gone. Oh. Come on, Scotland. Ball is pumped forward into the midfield. Right, Czech Republic just enjoying a little bit more of the ball. Scotland are really hungry for this win already. They are. Got to capitalise on it, though. Got to capitalise on it. No UK wrestling fan ever sleeps. You just got to get what you can, can't you, really? Just got to get what you can and be thankful for it. Right, Scotland with a free kick. Here we go. Almost 10 minutes done with this match, you know. Almost 10 minutes in. Absolutely flown. I feel like it's only just started. Ball is played forward. You're an absolute machine. If Scotland have any chance of getting to the semi-finals, I'd love for there to be a chance, but I don't think so. Well, there's a chance, isn't there? Because would you have said that Wales would have got through to the semis? And they got through to the semis of the... Was it the last Euros? So they got through and ended up going out to Portugal. So, yeah, who would have said that? I mean, I wouldn't have said that. So, have they a chance? Yeah. I mean, yeah, but the Euros are so hard. Because you've got to get past, like, France and Portugal and Italy, and there's just too many good teams. It's not as if you can just try and avoid one or two teams. Like, there's so many good teams. But who knows? You're going to be a tough team to beat. You've got some Premier League quality players, and I think your biggest strength is your heart. Your heart. You've got such heart. Just keep battling. You just keep working. You never die. Never give up. You just keep going. So, yeah, you're just going to keep running. You're going to keep working. I mean, there won't be a team that will want it more than Scotland. I know that. But it's just, have you got the quality all over the pitch? I'm not sure about that. But let's not worry about that. The thing to do is take it a game at a time, isn't it? You just got to take it a game at a time. All you can do is play and beat whatever team is in front of you. Right now, you're being asked to beat the Czech Republic, and you can absolutely do that. And then against the tougher teams... All right, you might not be able to beat them, but can you just keep it 0-0? Can you just defend for your lives and keep them out and scrape a draw and take it to penalties? And I think if you're going to get anywhere, you're going to have a few of them kind of moments, to be honest. I think you're going to need a few penalty shootout wins, and you're going to have to be defensively sound and get the odd, take the odd chance. I mean, when chances come your way, you're just going to have to take them, so... Can you? Yeah. Scotland's passion is going to get them through this game, and they do have some good players. Ozzy, shout out to you, Ozzy, says, afternoon days, I've got a week of work for Royal Ascot, and the Euros will be with you all day. Ozzy, shout out to you, my friend. That's nice. A week off for the Royal Ascot and the Euros. Have you got your hat on for Royal Ascot? Are you in my mind right now, you've got a wonderful like dress suit on, and you've got like such a fabulous hat. So yeah, shout out to you. Right, the Czechs have got a free kick over on Scotland's right-hand side. They're going to be able to whip this in. It's going to, when they whip it in, it'll be right on the edge of the penalty area. It might even get into the penalty box. Yeah, he's put it right in, actually. I didn't expect him to go that far forward. I actually thought, so he's done an in-swinger. I kind of thought that he would look to go the other way, but either way, it just sails out, and it's going to be a Scotland goal kick. Put a bottle of Iron Brew in the background. I wouldn't know where to put it, to be honest. I could pop it down next to me. I'll do that. I haven't seen Iron Brew in the longest time. I'm sure you can get it in the UK. Like, well, yes, in the UK, but I mean in England. But I haven't seen that in forever. Wasn't there like uproar because they changed the recipe? Something tells me that there was like absolute uproar. And it wasn't the same, and I don't know. Oh, Iron Brew bars. I just saw an Iron Brew bar. They were nice. I have no idea what's in Iron Brew, you know. There'll be a lot of people abroad that probably won't even know. What is it? I don't even know what it is. There we go. We'll pop it over here, shall we? I was looking for a drink, actually. I was looking for my smoothie. Pop that there. Little bottle of Iron Brew. James Chadwick said they've got McTominay. They do. I haven't seen much of McTominay at the moment, though. Currently in college watching this stream. Thank you for streaming it. Adam, shout out to you, buddy. Scotland doing very well. Opening 10 minutes was really all them. Just a free kick for the Czech Republic. Ball whipped in and sailed out. So not a great deal of danger. Badger and Bournemouth fan, shout out to you, dude. Of course we can get Iron Brew. I get it often. Oh, do you? I mean, in all fairness, I've never looked for it. But I was just thinking, like, I can't remember seeing it in the shops. But then I've never specifically looked for it in the shops. But, yeah, I had it a few times as a kid. I mean, I never drank it often, but I enjoyed it whenever I had it. I couldn't tell you what it is. I think it's like rust or something. I think it's like the taste of rust. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. Scottish people are hard. It really wouldn't surprise me if they were drinking liquid rust. That's it. That is what it makes me think of thinking about it. I think of it. I don't know why. Ball, oh, lovely ball in by the Czech Republic, and it's a shot, and it's a really good save. It's a nice height for Scotland for the Scottish goalkeeper to save at Marshall, but yeah, a little bit of danger. Look, he gets his shot off. I think that was goal bound, you know. Might have been hitting the post. I'd like to see a different angle of it, but that was good by the Czech Republic. So looks like that early Scottish domination has just kind of waned a touch. Czech Republic growing into the game now. Yeah. Oh, it's not the best angle. Either way, he had to save it. Yeah. I'm Mexican-American, but I found out through Ancestry that I'm 2% Irish and Scottish. That's cool. I think quite a few people have got their ancestry in Ireland and Scotland. Ball is pumped forward. We have Iron Brew in Australia. Right, I had no idea you had Iron Brew in Australia. It's in the international section, okay, of the supermarket, next to Japanese food. In Morrison's, you can get 2 litre bottles, 2 for 90p. It's their own brand, not a proper one, though. Oh, well, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. I want to know what it is, actually. I know, like, we are watching the game, of course. Scotland have got the ball in the midfield at the moment. But whilst it's just being played along their back line, I'm just going to see what it actually is. Iron Brew is Scotland's other national drink, of course, other than whiskey. And it's all throughout the world. Competes with Coca-Cola. Bright orange. But what's its flavour? Postage strips. Iron Brew still says calling only history. Produced by Mouse. Drinks popular in North America with widely copied. Similar beverage. Oh my God! Drink too. Yeah, according to the document, the drink was already enjoyed. At no point does it tell you what it actually is. Ball in the middle. Oh! Scotland on the wing, and the ball is played into the centre, and it's put wide. Hard to tell how wide. We'll get a better idea here. Not much. 2 foot. 2 foot wide. Maybe a touch more. That's not bad. That's a decent effort. Scotland, you need to take that. That should be hitting the back of the net. Certainly should be hitting target. What a chance, says Max. Steve said, my kids love Iron Brew. I always say no because it's 12% of their daily dietary input. Yeah, I'm not... I certainly don't think you're going to find Iron Brew in the health food section. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's got some pretty extreme stuff in it. It's the most popular soft drink in Scotland. It beats Coca-Cola. But yeah, I'm just reading the Wikipedia, and it still doesn't tell me what it actually tastes like. I'll have to get one, won't I? I'll have to buy one. Days, a few people are also complaining Roman Reigns being predictable. But so was Kofi Mania, Cena, Roman. No one cares. We just care about match and story. I think it's unpredictable how we get to the finish. I can understand that a little bit more. I don't mind criticisms in saying that the build hasn't been very good. I mean, Ray's been in a tag team, and now all of a sudden he's going to just out of nowhere get a title opportunity. I mean, you have to win Royal Rumbles to get title opportunities. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the people win elimination chambers to get like title opportunities. Like all Rey Mysterio does is just go, I challenge you to a match at Hell in a Cell. It's a criticism that has been made before. We all remember how Rhea got her match with Asuka. Turned up one night and just went, I want a match for the title at WrestleMania, please. So, yeah, I can understand criticisms of that. I think the build for this could have been much, much, much better. I don't mind so much that it's predictable. But I don't know, just don't listen to him. If there's people saying stuff that you don't agree with, then if you think it is just like complete nonsense or whatever, just block it out. Scotland getting pushed out and knocking the ball with them. So trying to build an attack there. Lovely work by Christian. A couple of Scottish players just colliding into each other. Scotland, I'll tell you that 20 minutes in, I mean, you're working hard and you're right in this game. I mean, it's kind of a 50-50 game. I would say both teams have had chances. Here we go, Robertson. Currently, I'm watching your stream and NXT TakeOver in your house. Tharuka, shout out to you. Anna Dawes, shout out to you as well, by the way. Steve said, I'd love to see the Scottish side have an iron brew at half-time. It might make them play 1,000,000 miles an hour. Yeah, they might also get done for, like, banned substances. I don't know what's in iron brew. It's probably best they don't have any, like, tests after drinking some of that iron brew stuff. All the results might just light up. They might test positive for everything. If you have a sip of iron brew, you actually end up testing positive for everything. Anything they test you for just comes back positive. Ray's son got attacked for the 5,686th time. I know. Right, ball goes out. We're halfway through this first half. I think it's a goal kick to Scotland. Robertson. Telling everyone to calm down. Scotland fans in fine voice as well. You can hear them singing away. Right, ball is pumped forwards into the Czech Republic half. Scotland have managed to get a hold of the ball as well. Playing it around the back line at the moment. Tharuka, shout out to you. Testing positive for awesomeness. Absolutely. Czech Republic have managed to get the ball in the back line, so they're just looking to progress forward through the midfield, but they end up giving it away. Czech Republic have given away the ball quite a bit in this game, you know. That's something I've noticed. Again, Scotland just passing it along the back. Cooper and Hendry. Pump forward. That's nice. That was nice. I think, was it Dykes that was trying to get onto the end of that? So that was a really nice ball by Cooper. Wonderful long ball. Pumped it all the way down. If Dykes had been able to control that then, he was in a very good position. It was right on the edge of the Czech Republic penalty area. Long ball, right out of Scotland's defence. Czech Republic have managed to get it back, though, and they're starting to drive forward. Goes down on the wing, and the ball is played in, but there's no one in the centre. Nice work there by, I think that was Hanley that headed it back to Marshall. Can you imagine Drew McIntyre watching the game? I'm 99.9% sure Drew McIntyre is watching this game. It would only be if he had any other business he absolutely could not get out of. But I'm pretty sure he is watching this game. We will also be doing Spain versus Sweden tonight. Be good to see the Spanish team, of course. And, of course, Raw tonight as well. Days, I saw your fantasy booking the other day with France winning, but who is your dark horse to win? Well, I to be honest, a lot of people, myself included, really did like the look of Turkey. I'm not sure what happened against Italy for Turkey. I don't know if they were just caught on the hop. I don't know if they just hadn't quite settled down. I don't know if it's just an incredible Italian team. Or do Turkey buckle under pressure? Is that something that we've learned? Because there were mistakes made by the Turkey side. You know, that they lost 3-0 and it could have been worse. But a lot of it was to do with them. And it was their fault. So I'm a little bit concerned by what I've seen from Turkey. So Netherlands, I think, are exciting. But again, you know, very sloppy. Very, very sloppy. I think unless they get defensively tighter, they're going to give away a lot of goals. And they'll score a lot as well. But I think they're going to be very fun. I think Netherlands might be the most exciting team to watch. But, Belgium I thought did well. Finland were a surprise, winning 1-0. But did you hear that Peter Schmeichel said that he thinks that game absolutely should not have continued? This is what I was saying. I'd love to know what the Danish press are saying. You know, after what happened, there's no way that game should have continued. And I think Peter Schmeichel was even questioning that the players wanted it to. I think they agreed. They definitely agreed. But I think because the other option was come back tomorrow. So it was like, let's just get this finished. So I think they agreed on that. It's not as if they wanted to do it, you know. I think they just felt like they had to in a way. So I thought that was very, very interesting. Czech Republic have got a throw in their half, by the way, so not much happening at the moment. But, dark horse-wise, it's hard to say, isn't it? It's hard to say. I don't think Italy are a dark horse, are they? Are they favourites, or would they be? If they would be counted as a dark horse, Italy 100%. I can't say that I've seen anyone play so far that's kind of caught my eye. I'll go Italy because I'm. Let's have a look at the favourites. I'll see if I'm allowed to go Italy. I've got a feeling they're outside the top 5. Favourites to win Euro 2020. Actually, it'll be quite interesting to see where Scotland and Czech Republic are as well. Czech have got the ball in their own half, just passing it around, gone back to their keeper. So the energy of this game has just settled down a little bit. So about to take a goal kick. Ball is pumped forward. Goes into the Scotland half. So, trying to find a good list. I found a list of like the top 10. But I wanted a list of everyone, really. No, I don't want that. Who are the favourites to win it all? Italy are 7th favourite to win it, joint with Germany. So, I don't know if Italy are a dark horse. Portugal are 16-1. 16-1 on Portugal. Scotland just having to clear it out of their penalty area. Oh, I'll tell you what, Portugal then. Marshall collects the ball. The ball's whipped in. Marshall grabs it. Quite comfortable. So, what am I on? I'm on worldsoccer.com. They've got England as the favourites at 4-1. Then they've got France. Then they've got Belgium. Then they've got Netherlands. Then they've got Spain. Then they've got Germany. Then they've got Italy. Then they've got Portugal. So they've got Portugal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th. 8th. Portugal. Portugal are my dark horses. Italy or Portugal. Favourites would be England, France, Belgium. But I did like Turkey, but who knows what went wrong. Something went wrong. Days, do you have an opinion? Do you know that opinions are illegal, you silly Billy? Yeah, I mean, I kind of have to have opinions because these would be quite bland live streams if I didn't, in all fairness. I'm trying to get more positive opinions. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get more positive ones, certainly when it comes to the wrestling. And I am super concerned about tonight when it comes to the wrestling, but we'll stay positive. They're going to give the option to return next day, playing remaining 15 minutes. There was never an option to forfeit. How has this game been so far? Start of this game was really good. I would say the first 20 minutes were really exciting. Scotland on the ball, though. Hang on, Scotland! Shot! Oh! He took that too soon, Robertson. He took that too soon. The ball fell beautifully for Scotland. I felt like he could have taken one more touch. I mean, it's a good save. He's got it on target, in all fairness. Oh, Robertson. Right on target. The keeper has to palm it over. Ball is whipped in on the edge of the box. Oh. Was that McGinn a couple of times? Scotland having to defend now. Scotland knocking on the door. Knocking on the door. McGinn is saying handball, is he? In the moment, I thought Robertson could have took one more touch. Just a slight touch. But I suppose his momentum meant that it was just a case of I've just got to hit it. And in fairness to him, he got it on target. And he can hit them. You know he can hit them anyway, so... If that had gone in, that was going to be a screamer. If that had gone in, that would have been a goal of the tournament. How is your day? Had anything adventurous to eat? Did you get some sleep? I did get some sleep. As soon as NXT finished, I went to bed. So I managed to get, I think, about 6 hours sleep, which is good. So, yeah, feeling much, much better than I did during NXT last night. So, yeah, I managed to get some sleep. I haven't really had anything adventurous to eat, no. Literally just been setting up the stream, and here we are. Oh, wonderful play. Is that Robertson again? Ball whipped into the centre. Czech Republic having to head it out. McTominay has got it. This is excellent work by Scotland again. So Scotland are getting a second wing. Oh, ball whipped in. Czech Republic just constantly being able to head it away. I don't think Scotland have actually managed to head across yet. Like, get to a cross. Czech Republic seem to be very, very good from crosses. Very good. Right, this might be an issue. No, Czech Republic give the ball away. A couple of things I've learned. Czech Republic are very good at crosses. When the ball comes in, they're very good at clearing their penalty area. I don't think Scotland has actually won a header yet. And also, Czech Republic give the ball away so much. If you put any kind of pressure on the Czech Republic, they will give the ball away. Scotland getting the ball down. Ball. Oh, I tried to get it out to the right wing, but Czech Republic player intercepted. Wonderful tackle. Wonderful tackle. That was excellent work by, I think, was that McTominay? They are throwing everything here. They are really, I tell you, they are doing Scotland proud. The Scottish team are doing Scotland proud. The only thing you would ask is that they take one of those chances. Ball is down, played out, and O'Donnell gets it back to Marshall. Marshall boots it forwards into the midfield. We've got 10 minutes left of the first half. Headed clear, bouncing down. Scotland scoring a screamer. And Hudson commentating it would be gold, says Mustafa. A8C said, Hampden Park, the stadium they're playing right now, is next to my high school. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So, ball being played around the back line. For Czech Republic, they pump it forward really well, and the ball runs out. Yeah, good work by Hendry. I really think Scotland can beat Czech Republic here. I really think Scotland can beat Czech Republic. I would say Scotland have been the better team. definitely got the better kit. Ball thrown forward by Scotland. It's in the Scotland half, but it goes out again. Was still very much sick this morning. I had to get Lucozade. That's the only thing that made me feel better. Lucozade's good. Lucozade has revived me after a few night outs. Scotland scoring a screamer. Read that. Days, my favourite to win the tournaments are France and England, says Tharuka. Oh, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Come on, England. And Scotland. And Wales. England, Scotland won't be easy for England. Oh, no, it won't be easy. I would fancy England to win it. I don't think that's controversial. But I would love for Scotland to get through the group. I really would. Ball back to O'Donnell. So 5 at the moment back for Scotland. The 2 wing-backs obviously dropping back. Okay, Czech Republic have managed to get the ball, trying to get it into the middle of the park. The ball just bouncing around at the moment. Czech Republic on the ball. Czech Republic in white, by the way. And obviously Scotland in their home kit, blue. Czech Republic normally play in red. This is their away kit. I wonder why they wore the away kit. I wonder why they didn't wear red. That's their home kit, and there's nothing stopping them wearing red. Right, here we go. Marshall going to pump the ball forward. Big kick. Sails well into the Czech Republic half. And the ball goes out. Thanks for the stream. Very late here in Australia. I'm off to bed so I can watch the Raw stream tomorrow morning. I'm Aussie, not Kiwi, but imagine me walking to bed like the bushwhacker. Shout out to you, Steve. Yeah, man. Yeah, good night. That's it's kind of weird. So weird, isn't it? How people all over the world are like just going to bed, just getting up, like so many different time zones. It's kind of weird you saying like I'll watch the Raw stream tomorrow morning. For me, it's like starts at midnight. So yeah, have a good one, Steve. Right, ball goes out, and it's going to be a Scotland corner. The Scotland away kit is white, says Stephen. Yeah, well, I didn't know that, but I still don't get why the Czech Republic didn't wear red. I mean, Scotland are in blue, so it wouldn't matter if Czech Republic were wearing red or white, really. It don't matter. But that's it's obviously their home colours. Ball whipped in. Outswinger to the outside of the penalty area. How long have we got? 5 minutes. We're almost done with the first half, you know. Ball runs out and very wasteful. They have managed to get a corner from it. So Czech Republic have got a corner. Going to see them whip this in and see if they can get something. I mean, conceding now for Scotland would be very disappointing. After being arguably the better side, you know, you don't want to be conceding just before half-time. Ball whipped in. Oh, kind of hung in the air for quite a while. And another corner. Little bit of pressure here that Scotland are under. So, another corner. Stephen said Scotland used to have a pink salmon away kit as well. She is being booked. Are you a fan of Iron Brew? Hello, Wrestle with Andy. Am I a fan of Iron Brew? I have had it. I have had it. And I did like it. So, I am a fan. But it's not something that I drink or have drunk all that much in my life, to be honest. But if someone gave me a bottle of it... oh, it's in for the Czech Republic! There wasn't much danger there, but a cross is whipped in, and it's headed in by the Czech Republic. Oh. They don't deserve that. Scotland, for me, have been the better team here. Oh. They're very, very good. I mean, look, it's a ball that's whipped in. And then they win the header. They're very good at crosses, Czech Republic. I've still not seen Scotland win a header, I don't believe. The ball whipped in, and it's just headed in. Right into the corner. It's a great header. Put right into the corner. I mean, look at that. It's just... It would struggle to have got into the corner anymore, to be honest. Oh, Scotland! What have you done that for? What a load of shit. Holy shit. Oh, I'm gutted. You called it Scotland conceding before half-time. Ball up. Bounces onto the edge of the box. Yeah, I mean, it's just sod's law in it. I think Scotland have been the better side, but the problem is you've got to take those chances, and Scotland have had plenty. They've had 5 chances, only the 1 on target. But, I mean, Czech Republic have had 4. 2 on target, 1 of them being the goal. I mean, it'd be brilliant if Scotland could get something here. I mean, the only thing I would say is Scotland, I think for me, have been slightly the better side. And I think they have created chances, and I think there will be more chances. But they've got to take them. Come on, lads, that is sloppy ball play, says Brad. Tall Paul said, sometimes you just don't get what you deserve. That's football. That's life. Retribution says 1-1 seems likely now. Ball goes out. We're at the halfway point. Feels like with like a minute to go, this is probably going to end 1-0 going into half time. Let's see what they do. They're about to get a throw in. Ball bounces down. Scotland on the ball. Playing it back to the halfway line. Pumped forward by the Czech Republic. Eva Marie will probably debut like Emelina tonight. Who's your favourite footballer? I really like Peter Schmeichel. I loved watching him. I mean, I know it's a bit weird saying a goalkeeper, but honestly, when I was growing up, I used to play in goal at school. So I used to watch all of the goalkeepers. So it wouldn't be just Schmeichel. If I watched any football, I would be keeping a close eye on the keeper, where they stood, what they did. Ball played in to the centre. Just slightly out of position. This is good. Scotland wanting a penalty, but not getting it. Deflected shot. I mean, they are throwing bodies forward. McTominay really wanted a penalty there. I'm not sure it was. McTominay on the ball. Oh! Yeah, I mean, the ball had gone past... Yeah. Are they going to look at it? If that's going to be checked, there might be something there, you know. If that is going to be checked, there could be something there. That should be checked. Possible penalty should be checked. Check is over. It's not come to anything. I reckon there was an argument there. At first, I was like, nah, he's just run into him. But actually, when you watch the replay, he does kick the ball past, and the player does kind of put his shoulder into him. Heartbreak for Scotland at the break. Not what they deserve. Here we go. Chance replay. Give us the penalty. It hasn't gone that way. Kind of said, I used to be a goalie in my primary school team, but the only reason I was on the team was because I was fat. Yeah, I mean, I just got put in goal because I was no good. So I got put in goal, and I just used to watch the goalkeepers so I could try and learn. And Schmeichel was the best. So I used to enjoy watching it. I used to enjoy watching Neville Southall as well for, like, Everton. And Newcastle had, like, Shaka Hislop, I think it was, around that time. Cernchek. I remember being a goalkeeper for Newcastle. I think they swapped between the two. I think they had, like, 2 number 1s for a time. Schmeichel, obviously, at United. Seaman at Arsenal. Who was the Liverpool goalkeeper back in the day? I can't remember, you know. Ian Walker at Tottenham. I remember him. Ian Walker at Tottenham. Why? I cannot remember. It was after Grobbelaar. Probably David James, wouldn't it? It probably would have been David James for Liverpool, thinking about it. David James. But yeah, it was after Grobbelaar. Well, it's kind of interesting trying to think back to all the goalkeepers that I used to watch. There's some absolute brilliant goalkeepers. Petr Cech, kind of after my time, to be honest. Well, not after my time, but I mean after me being at school. David James, yeah, David James. He was one. Who was the goalkeeper at, like, Blackburn? Like, I'm thinking like 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, that kind of time. Like, I'm trying to think who are the different goalkeepers. I feel like Blackburn had Tim Flowers. Tim Flowers was the Blackburn goalkeeper. Chelsea had... Who did Chelsea have? Who was the Chelsea goalkeeper? I feel like he might have been foreign, you know. I don't know that he was English. I feel like they had a foreign goalkeeper. Wow, this is an interesting one. Dudek was a bit after that time as well. Both are lackluster squads for lackluster games. Thoughts on Birmingham? I love Birmingham, but I think they've been struggling, haven't they? I think that weren't they close to relegation in the Championship? So I'd love to see them back in the Premier League. They're probably my favourite Midlands team, Birmingham. Yes, I've seen Hasbulla. Yes, I am aware of him. He's fun, isn't he? My favourite goalkeeper was Van der Sar for Man United, says Rafi. Tim Flowers. Ed de Hoy. He wasn't he third goalkeeper? De Hoy, wasn't he like a... Who did he play for? I remember that rings a bell. But I've got I'm confusing him with De Gea. Wasn't he De Gea, like the third goalkeeper for Man United, or even like the reserve keeper for Man United? I think he was second to Schmeichel. Ed de Hoy. Well, that rings a bell, but I can't picture him. I can't place him. Oliver Kahn was a beast, but he was the Bayern Munich goalkeeper, wasn't he? He was, what a player. What a great player. Casillas is my favourite goalkeeper. Rather than trying to remember, I might as well just take a little walk down memory lane. Let's have a look. Who was the Chelsea goalkeeper is what I want to know. Chelsea goalkeeper, 1996. Let's have a look there. Karin. Karin. He wasn't their goalkeeper for long, though. Karin, I do remember him. He wasn't their keeper for that long. I'm just looking at the team. Just looking at the Chelsea team from 96-97. Their goalkeeper was Dimitri Karin. And they had, like, Ruud Gullit, Frank Leboeuf. Oh, man, they had some ballers. Gianluca Vialli. Di Matteo. Yeah, Karin, I don't think he was there for too long. Who was their goalkeeper the next season? Let's have a look. 98. Chelsea, 98. Oh, yeah, you're right. Ed de Hoy. I don't think he was their keeper for long, was he? What about 99? I don't remember him, you know. I can't picture him. Let's go down. 99. De Hoy. Let's go 2000. It's gone a bit late now, in all fairness. Karin was the one that I was thinking of at first. Well done with De Hoy. I cannot picture him at all. But he was their keeper for a good few years by the looks of it. We've gone 98 to 2000 and he's still their keeper. Let's go 2002. Flip. How long was he their goalkeeper for? Why can't I pick? I need to have a look at him. I'm going to have a look at his picture. Do you know what? I just don't remember him. I don't remember him. He's a very... Oh, I do. I see him in the Chelsea shirt now. I was looking at an old picture of him with, like, really long hair, and I just saw him in a Chelsea shirt. He's a very unfortunate-looking man. Like, I feel really sorry... Oh, you can see... I didn't realise you could see what I was searching for. But I remember him now. I just saved a picture of him, but you can see him on screen anyway. But let me get the image that I just found. Scotland fans, keep your chins up. Yeah, keep your chins up. You were the better team in that first half, and I think that you stand a very, very good chance. That you can see it on screen anyway. That one with his hand out there. I think that's a very unfortunate... He's not the sexiest guy I've ever seen. He looks actually there, that picture at the bottom left, that he looks like a young offender. There. Like, if that was like, you know, a white background with lines going across, that could be like a prison image. That bottom left one there. So, yeah. Do you know, I'd completely, well, you know anyway, but I'd completely forgotten about him. Could not have forgotten about him more. I want to know the goalkeeper before Karin, though, for Chelsea. That was the one I was thinking of. Let's go 94. 94. I remember the FA Cup final, United and Chelsea. Who was in goal for them in that year? Oh, was it Karin still in 94? That's 94, 95. Let's go 93. 93. I know this might not be fascinating, but Dave Besant. They had Dave Besant. Then they went Karin. Then they went Ed Hoy. I believe you pronounce it. Okay, Karin was the one I was thinking of, but. Oh, man, what a trip down memory lane that is. That's cool. That's cool. I know it might not be cool for other people. It's cool for me. Right, let's abandon this conversation. We do get on some very strange conversations, but... did you like Fabien Barthez? He was cool. I wasn't crazy for him when he came to United, but he was a world-class French goalkeeper. But at United, he was never my favourite. Seaman Cudicini. I remember the name. Is Zola there? Zola. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Look at this. Talking classic ballers, aren't we? Classic ballers. I'm not sure when Zola joined Chelsea. We'll find out. What a player. What a player. I remember I couldn't believe it when he signed for Chelsea. Because he was like world renowned. He played at Parma. And in 102 games, he scored 50 goals. His record for Chelsea actually wasn't that good, looking at this. He joined them in 96 and he left in 2003. So he was there for about 7 years. He's played 229 games for Chelsea, but he only scored 59. That's quite low. I don't know about you, but I always look for about 50%. If they get about 50%, then that's a really good return. Anything over 50% is very impressive. So, for Parma, he played 102. He got 49. That's about 50%. So that's a really good return. So you can see that he was a great player at Parma just from that stat alone. And then he goes to Chelsea, plays 229. So you would expect a return of about 110, 100, 59 goals. So I'm quite surprised at that. Quite surprised. I remember when he went there being really shocked that Chelsea had been able to get this, world class, one of the best players in the world. And he went to Chelsea. So, yeah, Gianfranco Zola. Baller. He's streaming any other soccer games. We're doing Spain and Sweden, which should be a really good game. Harley said, Days, big day tomorrow. Portugal and France are playing. I've got Ronaldo and Mbappe. Well, I think that's the big one, innit? I would say the main event, but we all know that was England. So, or Scotland, my Scottish friends. But I think maybe for the world, the big main event of this first round of games is going to be that one. Unto your head, who's your favourite footballer of all time? Mine is Ruud van Nistelrooy. Well, mine would be Peter Schmeichel. I watched him a lot as a kid. I think when you grow up as a kid, those tend to be your favourite players, in all honesty, because they have the biggest impact on you. Now that I've got a bit older, I really respect, Ronaldo, of course, Messi, what they've achieved. I enjoy watching Bruno Fernandes and whatever, but my life is in a different place now. They don't have the same impact on me as... They're not as inspirational to me as what Peter Schmeichel was. I would watch Peter Schmeichel on a weekend and try and take something from what he did, and then I'd be doing it at school, and the impact he had on me was greater. So he's not the greatest footballer of all time. He arguably could be the greatest goalkeeper of all time. I certainly think he's the greatest goalkeeper we've ever seen in the Premiership. But his impact on me was the biggest. So that's why I always answer Peter Schmeichel. It's a very weird answer. But I suppose that's quite cool, isn't it? That it's someone a bit different. So I remember the year that we won the treble, and that Giggs goal in the FA Cup semi-final against Arsenal at Villa Park. I was actually around my friend's house and we were watching it. He was an Arsenal fan, and we were watching it, and I was so nervous. And obviously Giggs, extra time, runs from the halfway line, weaves in between 4 or 5 Arsenal players and puts it in the roof of the net, takes his shirt off and swinging his shirt over his head. And it's one of the greatest goals of all time. Absolutely incredible. Probably the greatest goal I've ever seen. And had such an impact. And obviously United went on to win the treble. But what doesn't get spoken about so much is the fact that in the 90th odd minute, with the scores level, there's a penalty to Arsenal, and I think it's Dennis Bergkamp that has to step up and take the penalty, and Schmeichel saves it. Schmeichel saves that penalty. And as great as that Giggs goal is, and as heralded as that Giggs goal is, it would never even have happened if it wasn't for Peter Schmeichel saving the penalty in that 90th minute. Like, a penalty save is easily as good as a goal. Easily. So, Peter Schmeichel deserves, like, as much credit as much credit, I should say, as United winning that treble. And it's just funny how, like, goalkeepers don't tend to get, like, the credit that they really deserve. I suppose it's because it's not the eye-catching stuff, is it? You know, Giggs weaving down and scoring one of those great classic FA Cup goals gets all the headlines. And as a result, Schmeichel's penalty save kind of gets forgotten about. Justice! That's what I'm after here today. I'm after justice. Justice for Schmeichel. Right, we are underway with half number 2. Tall Paul says Patrick Vieira passed to Giggs for that goal. I think he did, didn't he? Yeah, I think he did. I think Giggs. I think it was a pass and Giggs intercepted it. If you've never seen that goal, if you are like new to football, cause what I'm really enjoying about doing these streams is there's a lot of people that are like from America in particular, and other countries, of course, that are really getting into Euros and football for like the first time. I think the world, we said this before, the world is looking at, like, you know, something to, you know, cheer them up and watch and enjoy and get their teeth into. And nice save by Scotland already. Czech Republic just driving forward. We have kicked off, and already they've forced the Scottish goalkeeper into a save. But, yeah, I think it's just great to see so many people kind of coming into football and discovering it for the first time. So, if there is anyone out there... Oh, another save by the Scottish goalkeeper. That was a shot from a long, long way out. But, yeah, if there is anyone discovering football for the first time, I'd urge that you check the highlights of that game, Man United-Arsenal, 1999, Villa Park, FA Cup semi-final. It goes to extra time, and then one of the greatest goals that you'll ever see gets scored. It's iconic, isn't it? I think everyone knows that game. It's one of those games that you don't have to be an Arsenal fan or a Man United fan. Everyone knows that game. It's a little bit like the Liverpool-Newcastle games, you know, the ones that finished 4-3 back in like 96. I remember watching those. And I wasn't even a fan of either team. But at the time, both of those teams were like top teams. Obviously, Newcastle kind of fallen away in recent years. But I think if you everyone watched it, and I think they finished 4-3. They did them twice, didn't they, in the same season? And they're like two of the best ever Premier League games. Ball whipped in. Scotland on the edge of the... I think, did he hit the bar? Scotland whipping the ball in, and that's going to give the Scottish fans some hope there. Pretty sure on the edge of the box, whipping it in, and yeah, it does, you know, it hits the bar. I thought it had. It's the top part of the bar, in all fairness, and it bounces over the top, but that's close for Scotland. Well, they're going to get opportunity. What is your club? I support United. I support Man United. I have done since the early 90s. I'm not a fan that, like, you know, goes around bantering people or anything like this. I just quietly support them, really. I really I didn't really leave football, but whilst I was like hello, Scotland. Oh, what? The Czech Republic goalkeeper has had to just pull off a fantastic save. The ball was coming up and it was coming down, and he's had to kind of lean back and just kind of swipe it away, claw it away. Twice now within the past couple of minutes. Look at that, over his head. His arm is the absolute last line of defence. If that ball goes over, it's a Czech Republic player that kicks it up, and he gets his palm to it. But, I mean, we are talking, like, that much. That's how close Scotland have just come to scoring a goal. That's how close. because that easily could have gone over his head and it would have gone straight into the goal. So wonderful. Look at that. So the Czech Republic player tries to clear it, kicks it up into the air, comes down, and see, this is the kind of stuff as a kid I would be like, oh, let's make notes of this, shall we? So where was he stood there, right? Yeah. And how did he get his balance? And as a kid, I'd be all over that. Rewind, play, rewind, play, rewind, play, rewind, play. Tell you, there's been some wonderful saves here. Absolutely brilliant. Scottish player down. Days, what I'm surprised about is the numbers of streams lower than Raw. Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by that at all. I mean, we're not a football channel. We don't do any football stuff, so why would the football community join us here? Like, I'm sure there are people that don't watch, like, the wrestling streams that do stop by. And, you know, it's brilliant. Everyone's welcome. It's absolutely brilliant. We're here for all of the Euros. But, no, we are doing, like, these streams because these are games that I would be watching anyway. And I know there's many people in our community that are fans of different teams. Obviously, we've got a lot of Scottish fans. And obviously, there's a lot of English fans. But there's just a lot of fans of football. And like the bigger sides like Spain and Italy and Netherlands. Those are games that football fans are going to be watching anyway. So, no, I'm not really looking at these streams as being like rivals to Raw or anything like that. So it really doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I kind of see them as chill streams in a way. You know, it's just nice to sit down and just chat with people. When these are games I would be watching anyway. Like, I would be sat here watching this game on my own. So that's why we do them. But who knows? I mean, if we were to cover the Premier League and all of that, then by the time the World Cup rolls round, long shot there by Czech Republic. Wow! Wow! It's a second goal and it is stunning! It is stunning! He's spotted him off his line and he's gone for it. And even Hampden Park is going to have to show appreciation to that. Because that is an absolutely incredible goal. I need to see exactly where it was. I think it was just past the halfway line. I don't think he was in his own half, was he? No, just past the halfway line. Look at that goal. Look at that goal. It's almost a half-line goal. Boots it, and it is... I don't know why he's so far off his line there. It's a mistake. There's nothing he could do about it. He's put himself in the back of the net. It's not a good look for Marshall, the Scottish goalkeeper, but it's one of them things. It's one of them things. You know, they've seen an opportunity, they've gone for it. Something like that wouldn't always come off, but it's heartbreak for Scotland. It's absolute heartbreak. I think it's Schick. Holy Schick. What a goal. Best goal of the tournament so far, says Harley. How far was that? Yeah, I mean, if you're at work, you're not able to watch. He takes the ball, I believe, in his own half, strides just slightly over the halfway line, just wallops it. He can see the goalkeeper off his line, and he just goes for it. It's a goal that we've seen quite a few times over the years. It's not like something we've never seen. Obviously, I think David Beckham at Wimbledon back in like 96. Obviously, David Seaman getting done by Naeem, and kind of Ronaldinho was a long way out for England and Brazil. So we have seen goals scored from that area before, but they are few and far between. I mean, the examples I'm giving are going back to like the 90s, and I'm sure there's been some from more recent times. But yeah, you don't see goals like that all that often. That is top draw special stuff. Czech Republic with another shot, and it just sails high and wide. And I got to tell you, Scotland absolutely do not deserve this. They don't deserve it. But the only thing I would say is when you get chances, you've got to put them away. There's a video from a hypnosis show in Canada where one of the people being hypnotized has a shirt that says "Check me out." Can they take goalkeepers off? Is that allowed? Says LSW. Yeah, they can sub goalkeepers. He's unlucky. I feel sorry for him. I mean, I don't want to say it's a fluke. It's not a fluke because he's gone for it. But that is the Czech Republic trying to score that goal. So it's not a fluke, but it's unfortunate. It's something that you really don't see all that often. That is a special, special goal. So 42nd minute and 52nd minute is what they've got the times as. I got it as 41:51, but Tharuka said this is the wonder of watching football. Rob said, what happened to the wrestling figures review? Have you stopped collecting, or am I just completely missing them? No, I didn't stop collecting. What happened was the pandemic hit, and as a result, I just haven't been able to go and do toy hunting. And it's one of them things. By not being able to go to do toy hunts, I've not been able to get figures, and by not getting figures, there's no figures to review. So it's just had a real knock-on effect with all the figure stuff, the pandemic. I know I could have ordered online. Scotland whipping the ball into the edge of the box, trying to do something, but juggling it around. Scotland are still not out of this. We saw yesterday with Netherlands and the Ukraine, Netherlands were 2-0 up, and the Ukraine managed to get 2-2. So Scotland are absolutely not out of this. I mean, hard to see them winning, but could they score soon and then get another goal in the 80th odd minute? Sure. Ball whipped in. Sailed across. Scotland interested in a penalty. Big cheer from the Hampden crowd, but nothing happening, and the ball goes out. Rooney has done it for United too, says James Chadwick. Alonso, Xavi, Charlie Adams, Rooney, they scored from the halfway line, says Bonkers. Harley said, not only is the goal itself impressive, how was he able to shoot so accurately from the halfway line? I definitely would be missing the goal by a mile. Come on, lads, got 30 minutes, 15 minutes per goal, says Brad. Colin, shout out to you. I'm back and I'm going to go to the game. But that's good news, Colin. That's good news. Colin said, my son sent a pic of the flag costume. Did you receive it? I don't know. If he tweeted it over to me, I haven't been on Twitter all that much, to be honest. My focus right now is streaming and sleeping. But I'll try and go through and have a look. And as I said, I'll retweet it out if as and when I find it. But, yeah, that's good news, bud. I hope you have fun on Friday. Hopefully bring the noise. And I think we're going to be... Look at it. The curl that he puts onto the ball is incredible. It's just incredible. Ali McCoy says all you can do with something like that is just admire it. That's all you can do. It's one of those things. It's one of those goals. Ball whipped into the Scotland penalty area. They need to try and clear their lines. I do think that if you can whip balls in from crosses, Scotland look a bit panicky. So that might be something England look to do. England might look to go with people that can really put pressure on the box, really get crosses in. Someone like Trent Alexander-Arnold would have been brilliant for the game for England on Friday. I mean, we've still got the likes of Reece James that's going to be able to do some damage. Sancho, we might see some wingers come in. We might see some crosses being put in there. Kane trying to get on the end of some of those crosses. I do feel that that's how the first Czech Republic goal came. And Scotland haven't looked brilliant when they've had corners. You've just witnessed the goal of the tournament. Scotland should have had a penalty, but it was a little bit soft. Diego said, Beckham did it at Selhurst against Wimbledon. We share grounds. We were sharing grounds with Wimbledon. Yeah, I miss Wimbledon. It's a shame that they had their financial difficulties. What a great team they were. What a personality that team had. I miss Wimbledon. Right. Ball bouncing around the midfield. If Scotland, I mean, you feel that with an hour gone, Scotland really could do with a goal. And they've gone for one. No, I think the crowd thought that was in then. We saw the top of the net rustle. But the ball went over the top of the bar and just hit the top of the net. Yeah, just bounced off the knee, look, and lands on the top of the net. So it is going to be a corner to Scotland, but as we said, they haven't looked brilliant from corners. Let's see if they can get something from this. Come on, Scotland, says Diego. I've just turned the game on. I like what the Czech Republic are wearing. Ball whipped in, Czech Republic clear. Goes back out. Scotland whip the ball back in. Czech Republic clear. Oh, the ball is just bouncing around. It was a bad clearance by the Czech Republic that time. And the ball goes over from Scotland, and it's going to be a Czech Republic goal kick. Ward-Prowse would have been good for free kicks, says Badger and Bournemouth. Czech Republic shirts, all right. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's white and quite smart and clean. I personally prefer the Scotland one. I think the Scotland one looks really cool. I like the fact that it's got, like, you know, darker lines. It's I like a little subtle pattern being in there. And it looks quite a classy shirt. I like that. I bought drums days and a microphone to sing all the songs. I'm not sure that a microphone's going to help you, buddy. You're going to need to plug it into like an amp or something like this. Nathan said, that isn't Ali McCoist on commentary. It's Rob McLean and James Fadden. I thought it was Ali McCoist. I could easily be mistaken, but I do have it turned down. Ball played out. What do you think William Regal meant? Hang on. Shout out to Nathan. Shout out to Nathan for that info, because I honestly thought I heard Ali McCoist. In regards to William Regal, I think he's done. I think he's leaving. He said it's absolute bedlam, it's absolute anarchy. There's a need for a change, but the way he walked off, I didn't get the vibe that, you know, he was sticking around. He seemed crestfallen. He seemed heartbroken. So yeah, I think he could go, and maybe Samoa Joe does come in. McCoist is on TalkSport, says Tall Paul. My son has sent it on Instagram. Oh, I don't tend to go on there too much, to be honest. I'll try and have a look on there. Diego said, I enjoy remembering Vinny grabbing Gascoigne's Googles. His Googles? He grabbed him by the Googles. Scotland have got the ball in midfield, but they go down. McGinn. They're working, they're battling, they're trying to drive forward here, Scotland. It is wave after wave of Scottish attack at the moment. Ball played in and Czech Republic clear it. Big noise in Hampden. Big noise. Robertson's going to look to whip this in. Can Scotland get something from this? Czech Republic get to it first. Comes down. Oh! Yeah, goalkeeper. He's done really well, the Czech Republic goalkeeper. I think he's been very, very good. Dykes watching. I mean, it was always going to be hard for Dykes because he's standing right underneath the goalkeeper, who obviously can use his hands and he's going to have the advantage there. But he was putting some good pressure on the keeper. Here comes Scotland again. Ball whipped in. Into the centre to Dykes. Oh, what a save by the keeper. What a save by the Czech Republic keeper. He's been brilliant this evening. He is on fine form. He is on absolutely fine form. Let's give some respect to this Czech Republic goalkeeper. What's his name? Vashlich. Is that how you pronounce it? Vashlich. Vashlich just keeping Czech Republic in this game. Scotland easily could have had a couple of goals here. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's just like the sole of his foot. I mean, it's a great strike, and look at that. It is just a stud. He's got a stud to it to keep it out. Oh, what a save. What a save. Days, that goal was the longest goal since 1960. Woo. Tell you what, guys. Tell you what. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant save. And if no one's going to use the emoji, I absolutely am. He deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. What a save by the Czech Republic goalkeeper. Days, the Great American Bash returns on NXT July 6th. It does. Should be a good one. Right, ball is played forward by Czech Republic, who we've got just over 23 minutes to go. Might as well give them guns because, boys, it's going to be 2-2 in no time, says Eric. Yeah, I mean, Scotland are going to potentially regret not taking some of these chances, but hopefully they get a bit of encouragement at the amount of chances that they've been able to create. I think they'll definitely get some chances against England. It's going to be tricky for them against England. Can they do anything against Croatia? Might be tricky as well. I forgot there was a save emoji. It's right there for you. Whenever you feel that you need it, it's right there for you. That second goal reminded me of a Cavani goal against Fulham. Eric said, amazing goalkeeper, but I'm wondering how long he can keep that form up. Yeah, he is having an inspired game. Absolutely inspired game. James, shout out to you. James Simpkin. Dave's major reports are saying that WWE have booked Edge to wrestle at SummerSlam, and he will be a face. So surely Edge, Seth Rollins, that would be great. That would be great. I would prefer it if Seth Rollins would drop this silliness, to be honest, but I think a heel Seth against a face Edge would be a lot of fun. Right, here we go. Scotland have got the ball again. 20-odd minutes left in this game. 20-odd minutes left to go. Ball is played forward. Scotland have got it on the right-hand side. Trying to whip the ball in. And he gets to the byline. He goes down. Referee doesn't seem to be interested. Referee really not giving much to Scotland here, is he? Not giving much to Scotland at all. Today, 1 year ago, we witnessed the greatest wrestling match ever. What are all the wrestling days emojis? I can show you them all. We've maxed out, actually. We don't have any more room for any more. But we've got lots of different emotions. We've got scenes. We've got bye for now. We've got cringe. We've got 2 goal. I would lose a goal, to be honest. But I do like both of them. And those are 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, and that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 days emojis. And that's all we're allowed. So we've maxed out on the emojis. So I do need to lose probably need to lose one of the goal ones, to be honest. Right, here comes Scotland on the right. Looking to whip the ball in. And nicely cleared. Sexy. Yeah. That's Austin's favourite, isn't it? James says, is the ref from the Czech Republic? Well, perhaps they should check that. Because that I think, is a big oversight if he is. If he is from the Czech Republic, I think that is a big problem. 20-odd minutes left to go. It really wasn't the greatest match, but was good. The best match ever was Angle Michaels at Mania 21, says Sam. Right, substitution for the Czech Republic. Zhang To is coming off, and can't even pronounce this name. It's coming on. So here we go. Everyone give a warm applause to who's making his way onto the pitch. Days, are you going to stream Spain versus Sweden? Totes. Yes. $18 minutes to go, Scotland. You need to get that ball in the Czech Republic goal. That's what you're not doing at the moment. So, ball played forward. Good. That was a good head there by, I think it was Dykes. Someone explain why there is an Iron Brew bottle on screen. Because we're showing our support. And also, it then led to a conversation of, I don't actually know what Iron Brew is. And we Googled it, and I still can't find any answers. But it is the national drink, other than whiskey, for Scotland. Bit of blood on the head of a Czech Republic player that had gone down. Yeah, he's got a bit of blood on his forehead, so it's not really time wasting. Like, they definitely need to have a look at that. The referee is German. Days, they've got history. Do you remember that segment where Seth had his foot on Edge's neck, telling Cena to let the authority come back or Seth will injure Edge's neck? Yeah, they could build that in, yeah. LSW said, a friendly reminder that you need to watch Eva Marie tonight. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm sort of prepared for Eva Marie coming back. My problem with her was always her wrestling. I don't know that she's coming back to have a match tonight. So, like, it's not as if I shudder when I see her on screen. I do shudder when I'm being forced to watch her wrestle. But I don't think I've got to suffer that tonight. My bigger concern is probably the Lily Shayna Baszler stuff. That's probably my bigger concern. and the fact that this is a go home for Raw. So, I don't know. We're going to get through. We're going to help support each other. It's going to be like one of the world's biggest live therapy sessions. So, it's going to be quite an interesting one. What the flip have they put on his head? I think they've tried to cover the cut with some black tar. What have they put on him? I've never seen that before. What have they put on him? Some black goo. I think Alexa Bliss has sneezed on him or something. He's got like black goo on his forehead. It feels like the game is drifting a little, and honestly, I think that Scotland are going to need to get a goal like really soon, because that will lift the team. I mean, they're still battling, they're still working, but there is just the danger that before you know it, another 10 minutes will have gone by and it'll be the 85th minute, you know. Ball out wide, Czech Republic looking to whip it in. Straight into the arms of Marshall. I think it's electric tape. Was it? Was it electric tape? Silly. Maybe a save emoji instead of a goal one. Well, we've got a save emoji. I don't know what we would do for it actually. I feel like we definitely need something for UFC. So I'm not sure. Right, Czech have got the ball. Scotland just can't get a hold of it. Tonight is going to be the best show ever. We're going to have a possessed Shayna Baszler and Eva Marie debut. I know. Who do you think wins out of Czechs and England? England. I'm looking at this Czech team, and I think they've got some ballers. I think they've got some players. But I think Scotland have been able to create some chances, and Scotland really should have scored in this game. And I think England, you would hope, would have scored. Ball whipped in. Falls looking for a shot, and over the bar it goes. And that was McTominay. Another opportunity. Yeah. Who would you play in the next England game? Jack Grealish should start. Well, I really think that Scotland look a little bit nervy at the back, certainly from crosses. So I would be looking at... I think I would be looking at a 4-4-2. I think I'd be looking at a 4-4-2, playing a couple of fullbacks that can come forward, trying to get a good 6 people in the box, trying to get like a couple of people that can cross either side and a good amount of people in the box, and see if we could win any aerial duels. England don't tend to play 2 up front, but I'd be really tempted to do it. I don't think against Scotland you're going to need to be all that defensive, because I think you're going to get opportunities. And I just kind of feel like we need to bolster the attack a little bit. And I think if we played a 4-4-2 and your fullbacks were getting forward, that would mean that you could get some serious numbers in the box. And it's still going to allow you to play the 2 in the middle of the park could still be Phillips and Rice, and we saw how great they are. The 2 wingers could be Sancho and Grealish. So Sancho, Rice, Phillips, Grealish. Your back line could be Reece James, Mings, Stones, Trippier, and then up front, Kane and Rashford. I'd be really tempted to play that team, because I think you've got a solid middle of the park. I think you've got great width. I think you've got the ability to get numbers in the box. I think at times Kane, because he drops so deep, can leave the penalty area a little bit lonely. Like when we're attacking, his sometimes not quite where he needs to be because he's been part of the build. He tends to play a 10, to be honest, Kane, rather than an out-and-out 9, just constantly staying around the penalty box. He likes to be involved in the play. So I kind of think that if he's going to do that, at least leave Rashford up there. So I personally would be tempted in a 4-4-2. I don't think that's what Southgate will do. It's not a formation we tend to play. But yeah, if I was the England manager, I'd be looking at getting balls into the box. I'd be looking at crosses. I'd be looking at getting numbers in the box. I'd want to stay defensively sound. I wouldn't be going completely all-out attack. I'd still be playing Rice and Phillips. I thought Phillips was excellent. You can't drop Phillips. I think Rice is undroppable anyway. You might want to have a look at Bellingham or something, but I don't think there's a need. He's only 17. He can just come on, be fresh legs later in a game, you know. Breaking forward, he gets knocked off the ball. Who do you think will win in this second half? Well, sadly, it looks like Czech Republic with 10 minutes to go. Ball played into the centre, and Czech Republic with a shot, and it goes right into the arms of Marshall. Scotland now looking to break forwards. Final 10 minutes. Both teams have had chances. Ball is pumped forwards. But Czech Republic deal with that. Good clearance by the goalkeeper, who's had a fantastic showing. Absolutely brilliant showing. I mean, man of the match for this, I think Schick has got to be up there. 2 goals and a brilliant goal from halfway line. I also think their goalkeeper has got to be in contention as well. I think he's had an incredible game. I think McGinn has been heavily involved for Scotland. I think he's done some good stuff. We've seen some good stuff from Robertson. But, you know, Dykes has been around, but he hasn't really been able to do a great deal. He's been in some good positions. But I think you've got to give man of the match to a Czech Republic player, and it'll probably end up just going to Schick, to be honest. I think if you score a goal like what he did, the potential goal of the tournament. Ball played in. You look like Eminem with a big beard. I think we could get rid of the WTF emoji or the OMG emoji because they're pretty much the same. True. True, we could. Which is better, though? That's the question. Which is better? OMG or WTF? I think WTF is better than OMG. Ball played into the centre for Czech Republic. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go for Scotland to get back into this. They can still get back into this. Tharuka, stay safe, my friend. Night shift draws close. Miss Clown 1, shout out to you, dude. Or bring David Beckham out of retirement. Yeah, he was the best at whipping the ball in. His precision, and it was just world class. Lovely ball. Lovely ball. Lovely switch of play by Scotland. Scotland breaking forward right now into the penalty area. He's still got it. Oh, that would have been a hell of a goal. That would have been a hell of a goal. Forrest doing some wonderful work there. The way he had the ball at his feet, that would have been a fantastic moment. Look, still got it, gets past that one player, still got it, gets past the second, hits it, and that Czech player just hurls himself in the way. Ball whipped in and straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Oh, how do you think Raw can be improved? Dude, we could do a 2-hour stream on that. Could do a 2-hour stream at least on how they could improve Raw. I think pretty much every aspect of Raw could be improved. I'm not sure there's any element of Raw that I think is working. I think they've got some alright stuff on Raw, like RK Bro, I think is alright. But I think the structure of the show, I think the focus of the show, I just think, yeah, we could spend a long time. Ball is pumped forward, headed back. Frazier going for a shot. I mean, right now, Scotland have just got to go for shots, haven't they, really? They've just got to throw whatever they can at Czech Republic. Why didn't we see Wayne Rooney, Wade Barrett? I don't think it was meant to lead to anything. I think a lot of the times, these things are just moments. I think it's just like a talking point. They were in London. Was it London or Manchester they were at? Ball at the back post. Oh. Yeah, I think it was just meant to be a talking point, to be honest. Scotland whip another ball in. Cleared away by Czech Republic again. Bring the goalkeeper out to shoot as well. Why in the hell not? US versus Nigeria in women's soccer is on Wednesday. Ball being played across the back line. You like Negan? What, the Walking Dead character? I haven't really seen him, to be honest. I'm waiting for all of the Walking Dead's going on to Disney Plus. It might have gone on, actually. If I get any time, which I won't until at least, I don't know when. Maybe the 24th, the 25th, maybe in about 10 days' time, once we're past the group games. I might actually treat myself to sitting down and watching some of those episodes. I'd love to just start from episode 1 again, actually. I probably don't need to, because the first season I've seen a couple of times already, so I probably don't need to do that. But season 2, just all the way through, I need to watch all of that. 86th minute, not looking good, is it, my friends? Maybe a red or a yellow or a good game. Good game. It was Manchester. I was there, says Retribution. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is just like a talking point, you know what I mean? They do it so that it gets into the newspapers, people talk about it, people go and buy tickets for the rest of the shows, or tune into Raw because, wow, what's going to happen next week, or blah, 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 blah. But there's never any plans for it to lead to a match or anything like that. Do a Walking Dead watch along. If Czech wins, will Czech match with England? No, well, when it comes to these games, the Czech Republic are going to play England whatever happens, and they will play Croatia whatever happens. So it doesn't matter if they win or lose this. They're going to play England. England will play Scotland, and they will play Czech Republic. That is guaranteed. And then at the end, we have a look at like who's got the most points. And the team with the most points goes through. The team with the second most points go through. And the team with the third most points might go through. Third place is a little bit sketchy. So, ball whipped in, goes across. 88th minute. L. Scotty, shout out to you. Harley said the final season starts in August. Almighty said Czech is going to go top of the group on goal difference. That's true. Yeah, poor Scotland. Yeah, the commentator's saying this game has slipped away from Scotland, and sadly it has. They've had opportunity, though. They're still going to be dangerous against England. Into the middle. No one there for Czech Republic. Someone coming in at the back post, though. Bit wasteful there, just boots it out. Into the final minute. Happy Person is here, said Days apparently Samoa Joe will be the next GM. Apparently we're having Nikki Bella versus Bayley at SummerSlam, followed by a tag team title run down the line. I mean, they could do something with that because, of course, Bayley and the Bellas got into it at WrestleMania, so they can always play on that. But, oh, nice save by the Scotland goalkeeper. Nice save by the Scotland goalkeeper. 15-odd seconds to go, and I think this game is pretty much done. Scotland still fighting, though. This is what I respect about Scotland. No, still throwing themselves in, still playing to the final whistle, still battling, trying to get the ball back, still working hard. Thanks for the shout out. I often lurk in your streams. I like your opinions on wrestling and other sports. Almighty Nick Gaming 92, shout out to you, buddy. James said England need more energy. Well, Southgate was saying that a lot of it was to do with the sun, and he's probably not wrong. I mean, the heat was incredible. So, I mean, what we tend to forget here in the UK is that, I certainly did, like, we're so used to it being cold, and when it's sunny, it's still, yeah, it's warm, but it's not like, you know, Spain. It's not like Florida. But actually, it is these days. Like, because of global warming or whatever, it's been getting hotter and hotter. And the summers now, like, are really hot here in the UK. Like, the weather yesterday was hotter than when I've been on holiday in Florida. I've been on holiday in Florida quite a few times. And whenever I've gone, it's been about 77, 80, maybe pushing 82. And it was around that yesterday. And apparently today it was going to be 90 here in England. It's mind-blowing how hot it is. And I remember how like I'd be walking in shorts and, you know, sweating and having to get drinks and constantly covering myself in suntan cream and whatever, suntan lotion, trying not to burn in Florida. And the England team had to play a game in that yesterday. So, I get it. Yeah, 92nd minute. There's 4 minutes of added time. 2 minutes to go. The summers here are like 100 degrees. Whoa. Harley said, Days, Austin is the type of person to believe there was actually 2 Ultimate Warriors. That was a hell of a rumour, wasn't it? Here we go, Czech Republic breaking down on Scotland's left-hand side. Scotland managing to get the ball back, trying to play it forward. Even if they get a goal now, I'm not sure there's enough time to get a second, but Czech Republic intercepting. You think you've got it bad? In Vegas last week, it was 117. I don't think we've got it bad. There's certainly no complaints from me. But, yeah, it's just crazy how I remember when I was like a kid and whatever. My mum was always desperate to go abroad because she wanted the sun. And there's no need to do it now. Ball whipped into the middle. Scotland put it wide. I think he wanted a corner there. Yeah. It should have been a corner, but oh, he's getting a corner. Yeah, it should have been a corner, and then like so they have been given it. Last chance of the game. Looking to whip it in. Scotland getting a few people in. I mean, you never know. Any goal might help with goal difference and whatever. Taking a bit of time here. I mean, this really looks like it's going to be the last kick of the game. Ball whipped in. Czech Republic clear. Ball bounces to the midfield. The referee's still letting this play on, you know. And that'll do, I think. That's it. Referee blows the whistle, and a very, very disappointing evening for Scotland. A very disappointing evening for Scotland. They had opportunity. They needed to take the opportunity. They were arguably the better team for a lot of this game. In fact, it'd be interesting to look at some stats now that the game is done. One Football tend to have some info. Just having a look, 19 shots Scotland had to 10. 58% of the possession Scotland had as well. They won 54% of the duels. But when it comes down to shots on target, they had 4. Czech Republic had 7. And obviously, the stat that makes the most importance is the goals, and it was 2-0 to Czech Republic in the end. So very, very frustrating evening for Scotland. Scotland have now got to go to Wembley on Friday, try and get a result there. Being a neutral, which I'm not, but being a neutral, I think it's going to be hard for them to do that. I thought England looked quite bright at times, certainly at the start of that first half. And if Scotland are not going to take their opportunities, they're going to struggle for the next couple of games. They've got to start putting the ball in the net. But against the English, I've got a feeling they might find their shooting boots. They might find a way of finishing some of these opportunities. So don't write them off just yet. Don't write them off just yet. But this is going to be one that hurts. For an England fan, which I am, this is great, says Sam. Scotland are going to be out of by the end of the group stages, says Connor. Shocking performance. Never rely on Scotland. Yeah, I mean, Darren Fletcher is saying there wasn't much between the two teams. I do agree. I really think that Scotland, I don't want to say did themselves proud, because obviously they're gutted and Scotland's going to be gutted, but you know, you've created a fair few chances there. You've not been absolutely blown away. I mean, that second goal in particular, it's a shot from the halfway line. Do you know what I mean? So if you take that goal out of it, you've lost 1-0. And how many chances did Scotland have? So it might just be that little bit of quality in the final third. Might have just been that, you know, if you had a really good striker. I mean, he brought Che Adams on, didn't he? I don't know, why didn't he start at Che Adams? I think he's a really good player. We had chances, but we just didn't take them. You should react to 4-4 Tunes videos on or off stream. I got comedy. I have seen a couple. They're quite good. I don't know why they're always... Are they always songs? I think they have some funny stuff, but they always seem to be... I've seen a couple of the videos, and they're always songs. They've got to try and find something to rally for the next game. Days, I wouldn't mind Nikki versus Bailey, because Nikki is a good wrestler, but in my opinion, Brie isn't. Do you remember when she knocked out Liv and she botched like 99% of her dives? The Liv thing I'm a bit split on, because I think Liv was responsible for that as well. Watching the replay, Liv gets kicked in the chest and she goes, like, puts her head down. I mean, when you take those shots to the chest, you need to keep your chest, like, this is the target. So what you can't afford to do is put your head down. You can't afford to put your head in this. The shots are coming in here. So why would you ever put your head there? You're getting kicked here. So why would you ever put your head down? Didn't make any sense to me. So I kind of felt like Liv was a bit to blame for that. Bree wasn't perfect by any means. I think the shot that did clip Liv was just a touch higher, but not much in it. It's not like she kicked here and then kicked her in the head up here. There really wasn't much in that. So, yeah, I mean, I agree that Bree was not the better of the two Bellas, but I felt in that example she got a bit of a rough ride. Seemed like everyone was on Liv's side, and it was like, hang on. She kind of messed that up a little bit herself. Kind of said it was a bit of Liv's inexperience. Yeah, I remember talking about it on Twitter, and there was loads of people going, "Oh, you don't know what you're on about," blah 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 blah. It's like, watch the video, watch the clip. You can see that Liv drops her head, which just didn't make any sense to me. Anyway, do you think Raw should get cancelled? No. I think Raw has been built up since 1993 as a massive brand. I think it's got a dedicated following. I think it does have good name recognition. I just think it needs to be its name. I think at times it feels too polished. I think it feels too manufactured, too produced, too child-orientated. I don't feel that there's much of Raw that feels raw. So, yeah, as we said, we could easily do like a 2-3 hour stream on ideas on how to improve Raw. I'm sure we've all got ideas on how to improve Raw. But I'm not sure I would cancel it and just start with something else. But there's definitely a lot they need to change. Anna says, Days, WWE are putting out adverts for tryouts to hire new talent only weeks after supposed budget cuts. Okay. Insane. Perhaps, I mean, like, maybe they got rid of high wages and they're now looking to bring in smaller contracts. So, do Raw be cancelled? Raw will never be cancelled. Days, when I saw you in the Royal Rumble 2016, I thought your name was Dave, and until February of 2001, I learned your name was Dave. Days. I mean, the clue was literally in the name, but yeah, a big shout out. I mean, we will wrap up soon enough. Obviously, just to kind of bring it back from wrestling. I certainly don't mind talking about wrestling, but just to bring it back momentarily. I feel for Scotland. I really wanted them to do it today. I think that they've got a chance of still getting through. Obviously, I hope they don't get anything against England. And they're going to be right up for that Croatia game. And Croatia aren't the team from 2018. They do have Modric, though. And I do worry that they'll have too much for Scotland. But where is that game? Is it at Hampden? It must be. Yeah, it's at Hampden. So, could it come down to Scotland needing a win to go through in, say, third place or something like this? I mean, if you said to Scottish fans, right, it's going to be you against Croatia at Hampden Park. If you get 3 points, there's a good chance you go through to the knockout stages. I'm pretty sure that they would take that. They certainly would have took that how long ago? So a disappointing result. They're obviously going to go hard against England. Obviously, I'm hoping England get the job done. But there could still be an opportunity at Hampden Park against Croatia, a Croatia team that's not as good as 2018, a team that I think is still going to be hard to beat, though. But who knows? All you've got to do is just take some of them chances. Take some of them chances, Scotland. Days, I watched the vid. I think it's because Brie was going too fast. You've got to keep a decent pace like Brian. Everyone puts their head down, then lifts it back up. That's not true. I honestly, this is one that I'll quite happily have an argument on because I watched other videos on it and people don't always put their head down. Sometimes people have, but it's not advisable and it's not wise to put your head down where the target area is. And if you watch a lot of, like, say, how the Miz takes the kicks, Miz doesn't put his head down. And a lot of when Daniel does it to people, they don't put their heads down. But I'm not saying that Liv is the only person to have ever done it. But I'm just saying that it was funny to me how apparently it was all on Brie. And at the time, there was no blame for Liv. I kind of felt like there was maybe a little bit of bias there. Because in my eyes, it was Liv dropping her head down. The pace of it, I mean, I don't think it really matters. This is the target area here. All you've got to do is just kick there. It doesn't matter really how fast you're doing it or what rhythm you're doing it at. That's the target area. So just don't put your head in this area. And she did. So, I mean, Brie was not completely innocent in it. As I said, I think when the kick actually hits, she does go a touch higher than the other ones. And this is the target area. You can't be going a touch higher than this. But equally, I think Liv having her head down was at fault as well. So, are we excited for Raw, says Connor? No. I'm excited to hang out with you guys with it, though. I'm excited to get through it with you guys. I mean, we've got to watch it. It's the go home for Hell in a Cell. So we've got to watch it. But I don't want to watch it. I seriously don't want to watch it. But we've got to watch it. And we'll see how it goes. And I'm sure people like Austin and Harley and LSW and all of those troublemakers are going to enjoy winding me up with certain things that go down tonight. So, we'll see what happens, and what will be, will be. Days when first time saw. We read that one. I'm excited because of how absolutely atrocious it's going to be, says LSW. James said, if you hate Raw, then don't watch. I kind of have to, though, don't I? I kind of have to because I have to keep up with the storylines, and because we watch every single week, it's sort of unavoidable for me. Because we have to, I mean, the other problem is we're building towards what looks to be a very good SummerSlam. So, people are going to be like, if something goes down on Raw, and they're like, well, don't you remember when this happened? And don't you remember when there was that interaction? And don't you remember when they did this and how that plays into that? And it's like, if you start skipping Raw, you're going to miss out on those little things, to be honest, which don't make a show, but they're still potentially little moments. Plus, you never know when's Becky coming back, when's Edge coming back, when's something going to happen. So there's a lot of watching Raw in hope. There's a lot of watching Raw in, hoping that it gets better and hoping that it gets back to the standard that we all expect it to be at. But for quite a long time now, for me personally, it's not reached that standard, and I think it can and should be better than what it is at the moment. But I listen. If we weren't doing this YouTube channel and we weren't covering wrestling as intensely as what we are, I've said a long time ago I would have stopped watching. I would have stopped. I think the tone of Raw is aimed at a younger market now, and I think that there's a lot of time filling on Raw. When you look at Raw, I mean, like tonight we've got AJ versus Drew, and there's not been much build for that. Like on paper, that's should be a good match, but there's not much build to it. There's not much purpose for it. Like AJ's one half of the tag team champs. If this had been like a good feud and there's a reason for it, it's been building up over weeks, and finally we're getting Drew versus AJ, I'd be excited. But the fact that it's a match that's just sort of thrown together doesn't really mean anything. Doesn't really matter who wins. There's very little build for it. There's very little purpose for it. I mean, I'm not even sure I know why the match is happening, to be honest. I don't even know if it was announced last week or if it's just been randomly announced during the week. Like, tune into Raw, we're going to give you this match. There's no build. Doesn't matter who wins. After seeing matches like that, time after time after time, you soon come to realise this is just filler. It is literally just filler. It's literally, the match is only there because they've got a 3-hour show and they need to fill segments. And all they're trying to do is get you to tune in, and they're just trying to give you just this, just fill time. And, when you see a lot of rematches and you see, this is a match that I should be up for, but I'm really not, if I'm being honest, because I don't think the groundwork's been done. I don't think the build's been done. I don't think there's any reason for this match. I don't think they're even really in the same divisions anymore. I kind of see Drew as being like the top of the men's division, but AJ Styles is in the tag division now, and and really he should be focused on tag teams. Now, if Drew was in a tag team and this was, there was some reason for this, then maybe I could understand. But don't know. I'm not like totally against that match. But my point is that even something like that, which you would think would be a highlight of Raw, and I'm sure is going to be a good match, it still doesn't fill me with like, I've got to tune into Raw. I've got to see how that match goes, because it does. Ultimately, we've seen this kind of thing before, and it just doesn't really matter or lead anywhere. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of problems with Raw. There's a lot of things that could be done to kind of matter more and make more sense, and not just be used to kill time. So we'll see how it goes. But I don't have high hopes for it, in all fairness. Meltzer has just said that Samoa Joe has accepted a GM role in NXT. Days, I rewatched the 30-second clip. Liv's head was still. She got kicked in the head. Then Liv's head falls, and she got kicked again. I think it's because legit Liv got knocked out. She probably did get knocked out. I think she did get knocked out in that. Connor says, see you tonight. What do you think as Miko as NXT UK Women's Champ, says Jaden. I like her. I really like Miko Satomura, and I was really excited when she said that she wanted to face Charlotte and Sasha. I was very excited by that. I'm not sure that WWE are going to grant her that, because I'm not sure that Vince really cares about Miko Satomura. Vince is very focused on what he can market. So unless they can get Charlotte or Sasha to NXT UK, or maybe do something in NXT, like maybe that could be a middle ground, then there might be a way forward. But I would struggle to see Miko go into Raw or go into SmackDown, to be honest, even though she is the NXT UK Women's Champion. I just don't think Vince really cares about that at all. James said, Ronda needs to come back to WWE. The crowd needs to come back. Yeah, I'm really hoping that we can get crowds back. Talking about like why do we watch Raw? That's another big thing. I do think that the lack of crowds has really hurt. I don't think any wrestling fans would argue that. I think seeing crowds back at AEW has shown like the energy that a good crowd can bring. And I just think that like this pandemic era has been difficult. It's been challenging, and the hope is that once crowds come back, we can, really get going and start moving on the stuff that the crowd react positively to. I do wonder if like WWE has really missed some of that crowd reaction. I know they don't try to book by how the crowd reacts, Obviously, for years, there was dueling chants about John Cena, about some people liked him and some people didn't, and Vince certainly didn't look at that and turn Cena heel. So, Vince is, pretty stuck in his ways, and he'll do what he wants to do. But I think where there's, like, say, some stories that he's just not that bothered by, I think where he's just doing a few things just to fill out the show or whatever, I do think the crowd could potentially influence that. If there's a character that, Vince has got and he's created and they're running with and it's just not working, I think the crowd can influence those things. But when it comes to, like, maybe the big picture stuff, the top of the card stuff that I would imagine Vince probably thinks about more than anything else, that's the stuff I don't think the fans have got as big of an influence over. They've got to be pretty united, like with Daniel Bryan or Kofi. or Becky. They've got to be pretty loud, pretty united to change his mind, I think, when it comes to deviating from his plans. But I do think they can influence large parts of the show. And I think they're going to be very important when they come back. So hopefully we get a passionate, vocal crowd that's very clear about what they like, what they don't like, and see if that makes any difference. Days, our argument is never going to stop. Let's argue about grass. I think grass is horrible. Well, I'm a big fan, Harley. So if you want an argument on that, we can go. Yeah, we can go. Do you think Cross won't be on the main roster because he retained the title last night? Well, I think he will eventually, but I don't think he'll be on the main roster quite yet. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit longer until we see Karrion Kross. But I did think that there would be a chance that we would see him, to be honest. I did think there was a chance that he would get called up. When I was looking at that match last night, I did predict Adam Cole officially, because I did think, well, there's some gaps on that main roster, and I do think Karrion's ready already. So I did think Adam Cole. But they've stuck with Karrion, and I think they're probably going to stick with him probably till SummerSlam, and then at SummerSlam there's a good chance he comes up then. I really don't think they need him in NXT for long. He's got main event written all over him. Karrion Kross, absolutely main events of WrestleMania. He's got a great look. Big guy. You already know Vince is going to love him. Scarlett makes him look like $1 billion. Great entrance. Intensity, good promo. He ticks every single box. They have got a massive, massive star. If Drew McIntyre can make it to the main event scene, and it's no knock of Drew, but obviously, you know, he was carrying a bit of baggage. You know, hadn't had a good first run, went away, came back, looks like a beast now, like really worked on his physique, really bulked out, had a decent little run in NXT and then got called up and made it to the main event. I kind of see Karrion Kross being in that same kind of place, you know. I could see him getting called up and going on to the main event scene. So, yeah, I think the future's really, really bright for Karrion Kross. Really, really bright. Can't wait for a Cross Mania entrance, says James Chadwick. James Simpkin asks, is there a crowd at Hell in a Cell? I don't think so. I don't believe so. I've got a feeling they're back at SummerSlam. Maybe Money in the Bank. I think, don't they go on tour just before Money in the Bank? And then I think maybe Money in the Bank we see crowds, but not Hell in a Cell. What do you think of Kaylee Ray Satomura match? To be honest, I haven't seen it. I still haven't watched it. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I saw the first one. I was really impressed with it. Thought it was really good, but I was very surprised that Satomura didn't win. I was very, very surprised. I thought Miko would come in and be the one to beat her, and ultimately she was. But I suppose in a way, the fact that she failed the first time is good for Kaylee Ray. It shows that she's there or thereabouts on Miko's level. But I don't know. I think it would have had a bit more impact if Satomura had come in and beaten her first time. Because I don't think it's a problem for Kaylee Ray. I think Kaylee Ray can go off to other things now. There's a good chance she'll go to NXT. There was even rumours that they were looking at bringing some NXT UK talent straight to the main roster. There'd been rumours that Eva Marie might manage Pippa Niven. So I think they are potentially looking at Kaylee Ray as, I'm not going to say main roster, she might go to NXT, but I think the future's very, very bright for her. But that's why it wouldn't have mattered if she'd have just lost the title first time to Miko. So their first match was very good, but I never got around to watching the second one, so I need to do that. James Chadwick said there's no fans at Hell in a Cell, that's why they've brought it forward. Days, grass is green, and do you know what else is green? A tennis ball. I'm not going to argue with that, that's facts. Tennis balls are small, so they suck, so that means grass sucks. Interesting. Jay said, what stream are you doing next? Well, I'm going to go away for a little bit, and I've got a few bits to do, man. I'm so behind on stuff. I've got like so many like streams to set up. I've got a few thumbnails to make as well. I think I'm all right with that. But I've got a few more streams that I need to set up like desperately. I've got like a members game thing I've got to sort, and there's like so much I need to do. So I do need to go now. But next is going to be Spain against Sweden. We're coming back for that. Really looking forward to watching Spain in action. They're a little bit of a dark horse, but I don't think too many people are expecting them to get that far this time. They're not the Spain of like 10, 15 years ago when they were like the best team in the world. They've kind of fallen a little bit, but just like Italy really in the first game, how they made a statement with their 3-0 win over Turkey. If Spain win 3-0 tonight, that's going to send a big statement as well. So all of a sudden then Spain are going to be people's dark horses. So we'll see how Spain do. But Spain versus Sweden is going to be the next stream. And then, of course, after that, we've got Raw tonight. And then we are back tomorrow. And the big one tomorrow. France versus Germany. In fact, I think tomorrow we're going to do both of those games. So we've got Spain-Sweden tonight and Raw after that. And then tomorrow, I think we do the final two games. Final two games of the first round tomorrow. We've got Hungary against Portugal. Be great to see Portugal. Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Diaz, Cristiano Ronaldo. Many people's picks to win this thing. So Hungary versus Portugal. That could be a goal fest, right? And then also we've got France versus Germany. Maybe the tie of this first round of games. France versus Germany. So 2 big games tomorrow and NXT as well. So the football just keeps coming. So looking forward to that tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to Spain tonight, of course, as well. I think I've got a couple of Spanish players in my team. Certainly got one. So be cheering Spain on tonight. Right. Done. Awesome, guys. Appreciate the support. And people stopping by. Commiserations to Scotland. Didn't go to plan. Didn't go the way that we wanted. But we'll see what the future holds for them. I think they've still got to just be happy to be a part of this tournament. You know, the build, the excitement, all of that is going to be going to have been worth it anyway. But of course they want to get out the group. But loss today hurts. But they've got a couple more opportunities coming up to try and progress out of the group. And we'll see how they do. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you later or in a few hours. I think it starts 2 hours, 40 minutes or so. So I'm not going to be gone for that long. But 2 hours, 40 minutes or so. And then we'll start with Spain versus Sweden. So big shout out to you guys. And I'll hopefully see you in a bit. Bye for now.